What if I told you the world is quietly organizing a party and the United States wasn't invited? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover why America's closest friends are suddenly making deals behind its back and what this seismic shift means for the global economy you live in. The scene is Davos, Switzerland, January 2026. President Donald Trump addresses the World Economic Forum, flanked by his cabinet. But here's the twist. While he speaks of American strength, a quiet rebellion is unfolding in the halls outside. Meet the middle powers. Nations like Canada, the UK, and the entire European Union. For decades, they've been America's loyal allies. But something has changed. The new year has seen a flurry of diplomacy, a flood of trade deals, and a fundamental recalibration of global alliances. And the United States is being left out. This is the story of America first starting to backfire. For years, the US was the undisputed leader of the free world. But under President Trump's second term, the strategy has been clear: America first. Punitive tariffs on friends and foes, territorial threats, a foreign policy of pure, unpredictable volatility. And the world has been watching. But here's what nobody's talking about. The allies aren't just complaining anymore. They're taking action. They're going it alone. The evidence is staggering. Since January 2026, we've seen China sign a preliminary agreement with Canada. We've seen a rapprochement between China and the UK. The European Union is striking deals with India and South American nations, a whirlwind of handshakes and signatures. And every single one of these negotiations has one thing in common: no US involvement. Diplomacy, sans Trump. It's a deliberate sidestep. Damien Ma of Carnegie China calls it a search for agency. Countries are no longer aligning based on shared values or old Cold War blocs. They're picking and choosing an a la carte menu of national interests, specifically to protect themselves from Washington's unpredictability. The UK and Canada are just the beginning. Experts predict a flood of countries will follow. But here's the part that will blow your mind. This isn't a return to a divided world, it's something new. A fragmented, multipolar reality where every nation is out for itself, hedging their bets against the superpowers. The smell of coffee in Davos cafes, the murmur of deal-making in corridors. The silent, collective decision of America's friends to stop waiting for an invitation that may never come. The implications are massive. For Kenya, for Africa, for every nation watching from the sidelines. A world where the old rules don't apply, where trade blocs are redrawn overnight. Where you can't rely on a single superpower for security or economic stability. Some say this is smart strategy, a necessary diversification. Others warn it's the beginning of global instability, where might makes right and small countries get crushed. But one question remains unanswered. If America's allies are building their own tables, what happens to the chair reserved for the United States? Do you think this global recalibration makes the world safer or more dangerous? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more on the forces reshaping your world.